What is this Torah that we're celebrating tonight? I want you to imagine an Olympic Airlines jet landing in Athens, Greece. An old man comes down the jetway and he does not speak the language of Greece. He speaks Latin. So they send up an airport worker to greet him on the jetway coming down from the airplane. And the airport worker is speaking Greek. But the man who came for a trip for 1 hour, one day, 24 hours, he speaks Latin. They call an interpreter. What's your name, sir? My name, I came for a visit for 24 hours. My name is Socrates. I've come to visit my old country for 1 day. They say to an interpreter, Socrates says, take me to the temple of Zeus. I'm sorry, Socrates. There is no temple here of Zeus. We have the Greek Orthodox Church running life here in Greece. Take me to the Senate of Greece. There is no Senate. The King of Greece. He's in exile in England. King Constantine lives on the old street that I lived on. The power of Greece. The power of Greece. There is no power of Greece. Greece is part of NATO. The only power of Greece is perhaps to bring the world to bankruptcy. The art of Greece, the culture of Greece, yes, they have a basketball team that lost to the Israeli basketball team last week in the European finals. There's no art and culture of ancient Greece. The culture, faith, mentality is different. Greek, ancient Greece is no longer alive. Imagine an Alitalia Airlines flight landing in Fiumicino, Italy. An old man comes down the jetway, long beard, also speaks Latin. They send up an Italian worker to greet him at the jetway. What's your name? In Latin he speaks, they need an interpreter. He says, my name, Julius Caesar. I've come for 24 hours to visit this country, my old great empire of Italy, Rome. Take me to the temple of Jupiter. There is no longer a temple in Jupiter. We're governed here by the Vatican, and the Pope is from Argentina, not from Italy. Oh, the Senate. Where is the Senate of Italy? There is no Senate of Italy. We have a prime minister who's in trouble. Prime minister. Emperor of Italy. The colonies of Rome, Ethiopia, Angola, Libya, all gone, all independent countries. The power of Italy, governed by NATO, run by the United States of America. The art and culture of Italy, the art of Fellini is not the art of Caesar. They do have a football team that sometimes makes it to the finals. Now imagine an El Al jet landing in Ben Gurion Airport. An old man with a long beard comes to the jetway. He was not born in Israel, and he died outside of Israel. Never set foot 1 day in the land of Israel. Did not serve in any capacity in Israel. And they send up an airport worker to greet him. And the airport worker says to him, Ma Hashem Shelcha, what is your name? He says, my name? Moshe Rabbeinu. Gamani, said the airport worker. Moiz, B'Tbilisi, Moshe. The same name? The airport worker, Moiz, says, Shalom Aleichem. Moshe Rabbeinu answers, Aleichem Hashalom. The same language, no interpreter. Bati le 24 sha'ot lirot et ha'aretz. I came for 24 hours to see my country. You speak Hebrew? Betach. Moshe Rabbeinu says, it was a short notice visit. I did not bring my talit and tefillin. Maybe you have such a thing here? Betach. You can use my talit and tefillin. You wear the same talit and tefillin that I wore 3,350 years ago? He says, where would I pray? Oh, we have a synagogue, a Beit Knesset, in departures and in arrivals, upstairs and downstairs. We can daven in either one. Yitpalel. And Moshe Rabbeinu says to Moshiko from Tbilisi, who came 20 years ago and now speaks Ulpan, he speaks Ivrit, broken, but he speaks Ivrit. And Moshe says to Moise, what do they say there in the synagogue? In the synagogue we say, Moshe uvenei Yisrael lechanu shira b'simcha rabba v'amru chulam. The same words that I said in the Shirah 3,400 years ago, you're still saying in the El Al departure lounge, in the synagogue upstairs and downstairs, with the same talit and tefillin. Ancient Greece is no more. Ancient Rome is no more. But the Torah is alive. And when I saw the tradition, the minhag of Rabbi Chassid coming to Yan with the Sefer Torah, and the Torah leaned, Rabbi Chassid's Torah leaned and kissed Yan's Torah. It wasn't only that each of us was kissing the Torah. It was one Torah was kissing the next Torah. Bruchim Abaim, welcome. A new baby was born today, a few hours ago. Mazal Tov to Klal Yisrael. The newest baby of the Jewish people has been born, and it's right here. It's alive. The Torah of the Jewish people is alive. It's vibrant. And that is the pasuk. And that's why it says, Ve'ata, now, kitvu lachem. Not once upon a time I wrote for you the Torah. But now write the Torah. Every day we open the Torah. Every day we learn from the Torah. Every day the Kollel teaches and learns with the community. What a zchut of this community to have a Kollel and to have Rabbanim and men and women who come to learn the Torah. We had sessions together. We had today 30 people in Jan's office learning a lunch and learn program. And last night at the shul. This Torah that we are celebrating tonight is a Torah which is alive, an Eitz Chaim. And that makes us all alive. And we are all alive. We are all a nation. Moshe, Mosiko, Moise, Moiseska, Mosesku. We sit in the shul around the world and we celebrate this living Torah. And each of us makes a contribution. What is our contribution to the Torah? Each of us, when Hashem blew into each of us a piece of Himself, each of us has a unique portion in Torah. What is it? Hashem gave us an idea of 13 midot of Hashem. 13 attributes of God. The Yud Gimel Midos HaRachamim. And Hashem breathed into each of us a neshama, a neshima, a breath of God, and He gave each of us a flavor of Himself. So each of us has a different flavor. What is your flavor? I wanted to ask you now that we say Tein Chalkeinu, we have our own portion in the Torah. What is your portion in the Torah? Are you Hashem, Hashem? Are you consistent? What is your best midah? Do you know who you are? You are the value, the attribute, the character trait of Hashem that He breathed into you. We're trying to find ourselves. I spoke at the girls' school, at the girls' youth club yesterday. 25 wonderful girls learning Torah, spending time at 6 o'clock after school to come and learn Torah and to celebrate believing in themselves. And I spoke this afternoon with Rabbi Bonchek and Rabbi Roberts at the boys' school. Wonderful boys who were full of energy and life to learn Torah. And each of us has a chelek. Hashem, Hashem means consistency. Are you a person who is consistent, persevering, never giving up? Kale, leadership. Mr. Levy, the president of the community. I spoke to you 7-8 years ago. We were talking about different ideas for the community 7-8 years ago from Baltimore. And your leadership is strong and is visionary. That's Kale. That is power, charisma, dynamic leadership. Kale. The power of Hashem comes into the world through leadership like Rabbi Mr. Levi, and the rabbi of the shul, Rabbi Hasid, the rabbi of the whole community, and the Rosh Kolel, and that is leadership, Kale. Rachum, ladies, Rachum, compassion. Hashem breathed Rachum into you. Because a woman has a rechem, a womb, and our womb comes from the word rechem, which means rachamim, merciful, compassionate. Is that your midah tova? Men also have that sense of rachamim. Chanun, chen, warmth, nurturing, giving. Erech hapayim, patience, relaxed, laid back. In this day and age, it's very hard to be laid back in our community. The fast pace of life, it's very difficult to chill out, relax. But there are some people. I met one person, I think back in March 1994. It was a Tuesday, I think a very, very significant, I remember it very well. One person who's chilled and relaxed in this world. But most other people are pretty intense, right? But Erech Hapayim, Rav Chesed, giving. Are you a giver? Emet, honesty and integrity. Is that your midah tova? Honesty, integrity. Notzer Chesed, creativity. The Sefer, Rabbi Nahari, Sefer, creativity, writing a Sefer Torah, music, art. Nosei Avon, forgiving. And the last one, V'nakei, resilient. What is your chelek in Torah? Hashem gave each of us an opportunity to make your contribution based on your midah tova, your best contribution, your best midah. If you know yourself, this is the theme of my workshops this week, to believe in yourself, because I'll finish with this idea. Every morning we say, Moda Ani, but I think we say it wrong. As a mistake, now please correct me. I think we say it wrong. It says Moda Ani, Lefanecha melech chai v'kayam, shechazarta bi, nishmati, rabba emunati. Moda Ani, I thank you. Melech chai v'kayam, shechazarta bi, return to me, nishmati, my soul. And then we say, of course, rabba emunati, how great is my faith in you, God. Is that what we say? No. So I think we have it wrong. Check your Siddur. I think we should correct it, because it really says is Moda, I thank you, all in the personal, all in the singular. Moda ani, shechazarta bi, nishmati, you return my soul to me with compassion. How great is emunati, how great is my faith in you. But we don't say that. What did we say? Rabba emuna techa. One second, it's a mistake. Because we say, I thank you for turning my soul to me. Thank you so much. You have faith? One second, I have faith in God. What does it? We say that God has faith. Who's higher than God? Ani, Modani, start to be, Rabba Emunatecha, how great is your faith, God? Who does God believe in? God believes in us. Every day we get up in the morning and we say, Moda Ani lefanecha shecharta bi nishmati rabba emunatecha. You believe in me. You believe because you gave me a piece of God. A neshama, says the Balatanya. A neshama is chelek elokam imal, and he adds one word. You are a piece of God, and then he says one word, mamash. Not a story, not a concept, not an idea. He says, you are a piece of God, mamash, in actuality. You have actually a piece of Hashem within you. A dimension of God. An aspect of Hashem within you. What is that aspect? That's our job to discover. Our job lifelong is to discover what is my chelek b'Torah. Is it Hashem consistency? Is it kale leadership? Is it rachum, chanum? Is it patient, erech hapayim, rav chesed, giving, emes, notzer chesed, creativity, nosei, forgiving, v'nakei, resilience? Our job on life, our journey is to discover what is our special, unique character trait that God breathed into us, and then to go give it out to the world. God breathed it into us, gave us our chelek in Torah, and Hashem says to us every day, I believe in you. I believe you can do this. I believe you can change the world. That's the Torah that we are celebrating tonight. That Hashem believes in us, that He loves us, that He cares about us, that He's given Himself to us. Ana nafshi kasvis yahavis. I have breathed myself into the Torah. The Torah we're celebrating tonight is the Torah that Hashem's word, Hashem's essence, and more than that, but part of His essence is instilled in this Torah that Jan has brought to us tonight. Celebrate the godliness within you, the goodliness within you. Do good for your mishpacha, do good for your business, do good for your community, and in Hashem we will all give nachat ruach to Hashem. Amen.